G'day guys, my name's Josh, you can call me Ringwood, and welcome back to Icarus, the brand new survival game that it is also my brand new addiction. I just can't seem to get enough of it, but I'm back in this idyllic yet insanely murderous paradise because I have been a good little beach ball and gone away and leveled up my character up to level 17. But stupidly, I did go back up in my ship thinking I was going to get to the new prospects, not knowing that the prospect I was playing last episode was the new, significantly harder one. So I have lost all of my old house and stuff. My progress isn't lost, but the house and stuff is gone. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because in one of the comments to yesterday's episode, someone pointed out that, like, hey, what if you built a house that was in the middle of a lake so that you could exploit the animals and easily kill the bears and the wolves and all the murderous things that are trying to eat you? And I was like, oh, wait. Who do you think I am? Do I look like someone who would shamelessly and exploitatively take advantage of a game for my own benefit? Do I look like someone who would exploit every game he plays? Nah, that's not me at all. So anyway, we're back in the world and we are starting fresh. Look, where is it? I've got all of my tech tree stuff unlocked. I got my bows, my arrows, but also more importantly, I have unlocked all the way over here, my masonry bench, so I can make some stone foundations, stone walls, a stone building, which is going to come in a lot of handy. But that is all an aside. I need to take off into the distance and head down to the south again, I think. Because I think if I'm going to be living in the same world as last time, I'm not going to go back to the lake where I lived yesterday. Oh no, I'm going to push it. I'm going to risk it for that mid-sliced biscuit. And I'm going to head down to the south, down to that desert area, and see what I can come across down there. Because if I'm going to be pushing things to the limit, that seems like a pretty good limit to push. I'm not going to lie, when I found out that my first episode, yesterday's episode, took place in the same harder prospect as I was trying to get to, because you're supposed to only unlock that when you make it to level 10, and I assumed that seeing as my progress got reset, I'd be going back to like the first prospect again. Wasn't the case, but it means that I could have just carried on from where I left off last time and had like a base already kind of started off, so I could have been on the upper foot. I am starting again kind of from scratch, but not really. The progression's already there, so as to build the stuff again, not that big of a deal. But I figure if I push down, oh, there it is, push down to the yellow stuff, down to the desert world, and try my hand down there. Yes, I'll probably get parceled up, wrapped up in brown string, and mailed off to a really bad place. That's okay. I don't mind getting stomped on a little bit. I want to go exploring. I want to know what's down there. Speaking of down, look at, we've made it back to our old digs. Ah, it feels familiar, but it's all fresh again. It's like when you find where you build your house in Minecraft, but all the terrain's been reset. You have all the fond memories, but it all looks nice and naturistic again. That's not a word, I don't think. There's a bit of a wind kicking up. The first weather event is a relatively minor one, that's okay. But my plan is, because the entrance to the desert is just there, my entire plan to try and get into that area and make myself a new base is to have somewhere to launch myself from. So I'm going to take a bit of a note out of my previous chapter and just quickly duck into this little cave here, which should also give me some protection from the elements, which is nice, and quickly make myself a bedroll. Because we know how badly this game is partial to sending a bear or two to shove its berry claws up through my nose and pull out all my organs like some much more gruesome version or whatever the Egyptians used to do, I kind of make sure that I have somewhere to spawn should things go bad. So just inside, I figured this out in the last episode as well, just inside this cave here, just behind this rock face, you can see that if I go all the way down to here, then I get my my debuff for being in the cave, but standing here, I'm sheltered from the wind, I can spawn in here, I can do all sorts of good things here. So this is going to be a good little starting point to try my luck at a little chasm of death over there, with hopefully significantly less bears than last time. The storm's all but over. I've got a little campfire going in here. I'll actually just, well, you're now done, so I'll deactivate you. So when I die, not if I die, I will come back and I'll spawn here and I can try it all over again. I'm just taking like well, I don't have any possessions anyway, but I'm taking just the bare tools that I've managed to scrounge together so far. Let's try and avoid any fights we might come across. I'm going to charge straight through this gap. I've got my well-rested perk going because I had a cheeky kip in the bed. I've eaten some steak. I've eaten some bezzes. So I've got all of the perks that I could possibly want right now, other than like a shotgun, which, by the way, just putting it out there, look at that. Look at that. Level 25 gets you a shotgun. I'm 17 at the moment. That's not out of the realm of possibility. I wouldn't mind having a good old click, clack, boom going around. Something big, metallic, and throw it in my hands to eviscerate the bears that come across my path. And I feel like I'm gonna need it. I'm heading down to the desert world where things are gonna be bad. I'm definitely gonna need several helping hands till I'm cruising around like a many-fingered octopus. So far, so good on the lack of bears. So there is a couple of wolfy boys just hanging out over there. There's one there and one there. And I've only got a couple of blunt sticks to try and fend them off. So I'm curious if I can potentially take the high road here. Not morally. I can never be morally high again, given I murdered Bambi's, well, brother, I suppose it was. It had antlers, and people were very quick to correct me that it wasn't a female deer. So I'm going to bitch out of that fight and head up over here, over that way as well. The less I can get my my skin torn off, the better it's going to be for everybody. Yeah, there we go. Look at it. If I ever needed to hunt, though, this is the place to come. It funnels all the animals into one little area. I could just sit here with a better weapon and just take my pick, have all of the meat for all of the days. Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. We're through. You asshole. No! No, I thought that was going to be it. I was so excited for the new area. Look, it's beckoning me. It wants me inside it. Oh, all of my hard work for nothing. All right, well, we'll head back to the lake then and start building our exploit house. I just wanted to go to the dunes. No, I wanted to make out like I'm Napoleon's grandma. That's all right, though. We'll make do. We'll come back up to this lake here. We're not going to live in the same cave I was before. Especially I liked the cave house. That, like, lingering chance of pneumonia and the restricted building space just kind of wasn't my cup of tea. So instead, I want to build a way, just basically a killing factory. I want to make sure that the only thing that's going to be murdering in this world is going to be me. No wolves or bears will make it out of this place with their ears still attached to their fuzziness. So I'm going to build myself a lake house. Now the idea is, like, you do kind of see it sometimes, like animals kind of get stuck on rocks and then you can just kind of swim over there and have your way with them. But I think if I can recreate that artificially, I think we're going to have a really easy time of basically defending myself, but also making sure we have a good supply of meat and bone and leather and all that good stuff as well. So the first thing I need to do, it's actually kind of a blessing in disguise. I'm starting from scratch because it's just proof that you can do this from day one. Real quick, just need some building materials because I'm just going to build this out of wood. To start with, I'll upgrade it later, but wood is the key. Wood is everything right now. There is a sneaky deaky Pooh Bear hanging out all the way over there on the other side of the lake, just sniffing around for some honey. That's okay, because he's well enough away that he can't smell my honey, but it does mean it's getting a bit late in the day that I now have all of the stuff I need to get cracking on my base. I've got a couple of poles, and I'm going to make myself, like, not all of those. I'll probably, actually, wait, hang on. Yeah, alright, I'll make all of those. I just need something to start with. I can, like, rebuild or break down things later as I need. But the idea is, I want to put something out in the lake, but I don't think I want to put it, like, at water level. Because if I can jump up onto it, then I assume the bears and wolves and things can as well. So instead, I think I want to try and get it, like, maybe, like, this high up. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. It's not going to let me do it from the ground. I was hoping I could, like, put it on the ground and then level it out over the ocean, but instead, I guess I'll start it from, I can place underwater. Okay, nice. I want it to be, like, maybe, like, a foot or something up above the top of the water. Not high enough that it's going to try and, like, jump me up there, but high enough that I can stand on top and strike down at whoever's underneath me. So I think maybe, like, where's a good spot, actually? I want to put it on that rock shelf. Let's go. Oh, let's just try and guess this. Let's go like there and like there maybe. How high up's that looking? That could be about right, actually. That could be bang bloody on. Let's get number 7 and put some platforms up on top of it to see if it pops me up. Because if it pops me up, it'll pop a bear up as well. Is that gonna work? No. That looks pretty bang on. That might have worked spectacularly. That might have worked out really well already. It's on the piss a little bit. I want it to be a little bit straighter than that. Ooh, but it's the right height. That's a good start. There we go. That's looking way better. It's now facing the bank. Because one thing I need to do, seeing as I can't, like, jump up onto it from out here because you can't jump out of the water, there's, like, an auto hop thing when you get near the bank. It usually springs you up just like that. Right on. Ooh, right on cue. That's fine. You can just hang out over there, little boobaloo, while I figure out all this. So I think I'm going to need, just from like the bank over here, kind of directly in line. In fact, can you stop? That's actually interesting. It like locks on. Oh, it like attaches to a grid even when you're well far away from where the original building was. That's really handy. I didn't realize that was going to be a thing, but okay. There we go. It's unsnapped again. Because what I kind of want is from the bank over here, if I just like stick you right smack dab in the middle, right about there, and kind of continue that out there, I can build myself like a bit of a jetty to kind of get out there and jump onto my platform. So there we go. Got my stamina back. Yes, I do. I mean, that'll work. It's not particularly graceful, but I don't think there's drawbridges in this. But hey, that's fine with me. This little hop, skip, and a jump, and I'm safe from everything. That's a-okay. This grid locking thing actually makes it so much easier to build all the things that I need to, because I know that it's going to snap onto the platform regardless of where it is. No more like kind of guesstimation or linking all the blocks just to destroy things later like Space Engineers. That's way easier. Minor shower's approaching. I don't really have any shelter right now. I have to make myself some. I can start building myself out onto this little platform over here, and it should be all good to go. That's gonna be so good. Yeah, look at that. We have the foundations for our house already. That's sick tits. I'd love it if there was like a wolf or something nearby, just so I could test the principle before I start building up any further. But I kind of just have to go with it because I need to have a house to put my workbench down and get some better tools and better stuff as well. But my idea in my head is I want to try and keep this like platform here clear so that I can reach down and kill anyone who's swimming around underneath me. So that's kind of the dream, which means I might need to make like a bunkhouse even, like raise the floor a little bit and live up on the second story. So I've got some pillars and I was kind of continue on from the corners for now. Might need a couple of extras, that's not too bad though. And just kind of like put everything up above. I do have the capability of making stone stuff, but I don't have the benches for it right now. I'm hoping I could like upgrade all this to stone in a little bit, because the last thing I need is investing all of my life into one wooden structure, and even though it's on top of a body of water, watch it burn down in front of me. Fire wolves are real. Don't let anyone tell you they're not. They're as real as drop bears. Oh, here we go. You know what? If we're gonna test our metal, if we're gonna see how we go, may as well test get something really big and really scary, right? Oh my god, I thought that was a second bear. I thought they'd gone full velociraptor, lured me with a big schwiggity schwooty booty of that bad boy, and then sent another one sneaking up the outside. That scared me half to death, but I will quickly make myself a second knife, just in case my first one breaks on me. Grab another one of you. No, I don't want to make 8 of them. Why don't I automatically set to 8? Come on, that's silly. Crafts? No, not craft. There you go. All right, that's fine. Okay. Oh. He's on the trot. He's on the trot. He's hot to trot and he's hot for me. Is he coming for me or is he chasing down like a deer or something to eat? I don't know, but that berry boy is booking it. Oi, can you just like stop for a second? I need to get your attention. Oh, there we go. Yep, I pricked his ear, I pierced his ear. Bud, run interference for me for a second. I really quickly need to get out off the pier and onto my little platform. There we go. All right, so far so good. No, stop poking up through the floor. That's what I did. Come over the corner. Come on, over here. Turns out my platform might be a little bit low. All right. Hey guys, the bear figured out my exploit. It didn't work for me. I might need to come up with a different solution. At least I still have this one though. I can still stab all of your chins. There we go. I'm not completely bananaed yet. I need to do some recalculation. Thank goodness I tested it now. If I'd have built my entire house and had to break it all down because I misjudged something, that would have been bad. Well, lesson learned. That didn't go according to plan at all. Well, I guess we start from scratch again. I'll just repair these so I can pick them back up like that. Can't pick up the broken stuff, but can pick up if it's fully repaired and just get it back again, which is kind of nice by tapping Y. Thank you to the comments for telling me that one. So I think I just need to raise the pylons a bit more. How I had it first, where it was like a good, well, that's about a foot there, maybe even 2 feet. It's a little bit further up out of the water. So it turns out bears, and probably wolves then, can attack up, which changes my plans a little bit, but that's all right. We've learned some things, we've failed some things. That means we can adapt and overcome and drink our pee. We'll get there eventually. It's gonna take a little bit more work. I've made it a bit higher again, and before I get carried away with it, there's a wolf just over there. So before I get too committed, I might just quickly try and stick a little rod into your hindquarters a bit, about there. Nope, over the top. Try again, just to get his attention. I mean, it helps that they're so aggressive. Look at that. What is happening over there? I mean, that's like shower sex. Don't you know that water makes it drier somehow? You wash away all the lubricants. I don't care what kind of orgy you get your antlers into. I know you're all super bloody horny, but that's not the way to do it. All right, moment of truth. Can I... No, come back out here. Come on, there you go. Actually, more importantly, you don't seem to be attacking my, I can still reach you as well. So I can stab you in the chops. But you weren't, here comes your friend as well to double check it, you weren't reaching up and attacking my little floorboards either. Oh, we may have found the right heights. Look at that. Look at that for an exploit. You can't get me, but if I decide to murder you, I can. I am now the murder king of the apocalypse. You can't get me, but I'll get you. Come on over here. There you go. Stab you a bit, laugh a little bit, have a wonderful time. Oh, we have stumbled upon something fantastic. So now I've got my lovely floor in place. I can go upstairs a bit. I've researched a trapdoor block so I can put you up there so I can still get in and out of my own house. Seems like a pretty good idea to me. I wanted you to go with like the hole in the middle though. Is that not going to be a thing? Nah, not going to be a thing for me. Okay, well, I might actually go... Yeah, I'll go like that and like that again. So I'm going to go 2 ladders up. At least if it's in the middle of the room, gives me more floor space up the top. At least it does so in my head. I can continue on with the rest of you guys as well. Now, the only kind of constraint here is that I can only build the top floor as big as the bottom because there is physics in this game. That's what this like little green hexagon thing is here. If you build too far unsupported, it will collapse. Actually, you facing the wrong way? Yeah, I think you might be, actually. I don't know. I'll make myself some ladders and see if you do snap on for me. Because at the moment, I've been placing my ladders all wrong all the time. I'd love some sort of guide to put it in properly. Oh! Oh, okay. That's a problem. I was just coming back to my little cave over here because that's where I have a sneaky bedroll. Just to... And a campfire as well, just to make sure that I have somewhere to go and hide. Right, well, we're in this predicament again. I was gonna boop the chute as much as possible. I mean, who needs an exploit house where you can just swim backwards, right? But the reason I want to build a house is that I feel like, I mean, I'm lucky that this lake doesn't have any piranha fish in it, but other lakes definitely do. So you couldn't rely on swimming underwater or swimming backwards safely in every lake you come across. That, whoo! That got the old ticker ticking. That is for damn sure. That got me going like a goddamn exercise bike. Woo! Right, well, I'll harvest you up for all your ribs and turn them into arrows. That was a rather unwelcome surprise. I was just heading back to go pick up my bedroll and move it to my new house, and I almost carked it for it. Here we go, grab that bedroll out of the cave, no longer needed, and move it over just onto the... I don't know, I suppose on the floor of that building first and move it upstairs in a second. I need more wood to do that though. Need to go and harvest some things up, but I do have my crafting bench already on me. I just need to put it down, make myself a forge. I've got some iron ore as well, make myself some iron tools. I spent all that time grinding the levels. Cruising around with this stone garbage is killing me. Nah, the ladders don't snap there either. Okay, well I'll push you back as far as you go. That should be there. Nice, got one on that side. I'll try and line it up on this side as well to about there. Sick. All right, now we can get up onto the actual living area. This is going to be lovely. This also gives us the added bonus as well. If I put some windows up here, I get some extra visibility. So eventually, any predators, any Muppets at all that are cruising around, cruising for a bruising as it would be, around this lake, I can fling out a couple of sticks and get their attention. They'll get really aggro and come over and try and pick a fight and just die. I'm gonna turn this seabed here into just the murder capital of Icarus. Gonna be nothing but a shoreline of bones over here. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be really good. I'm excited about this. It may be raining cats and dogs, but it's not raining wolves and bears, which is a rather fortunate thing. Not that I'm too worried about it now, because I finally have, look, it's not particularly pretty. It needs a peaky roof, I think, then it might be a little bit better off. But I now have a cabin on the water that only I, with my sweet bipedal movement skills, can access. So I can now get up in here, take shelter from the storm outside, and finally get cracking on the next stage of technology. I need to make this place even better than it already is, because if I can get my torch as quick and just like bonk you down just there, please don't fall over. Nope, you're looking good. And I know that there are now storms in Icarus, and storms come with lightning, and lightning comes with fire. So this is all just one big wooden death trap right now. I've built myself a flammable coffin and not much else. So I need to start getting cracking on making myself all this into stone. Don't need flint arrows, I do need the stone furnace so I can smelt down some iron ore, need some iron tools, then I need some stone, then I need the masonry bench, and we can really start doing some upgrades. I'm actually going to put in some of these, like L-shaped walls, just because if I want to leave here in a hurry in the morning, rather than going down the ATSTIs here, I can just like, go straight out there. In fact, what I could even do, I could just get rid of those trapdoors with the ladders in there and just put like a ladder on the front, because I can jump and grab ladders. I like that a lot better, you know? Oh! Now the problem here is I can't get you to come and try and attack me. I can shoot you and piss you off, but you're just gonna run away from me, and there's not much I can do about that other than dome you straight through the apricot. Alright, turns out that's way better. Deers can't swim very well. I am the peak fish of the land. I'll take your skin and wear it like a trophy. Yes, bloody please. Also break down your bones, leave nothing behind. Waste nothing of the animal. Make everything useful. Even with all the windows open in here and half a wall missing, it's still a bit dingy. Dingy as dicks here. A little bit dark, so I might just quickly grab my torch and like chuck you there. Please don't fall over. Please don't set me on fire. The last thing I need is to turn myself into a literal version of Icarus. Not flying too close to the sun, but stepping too close to my goddamn torch. In fact, even like that camera movement there makes me nervous. So just, yeah, no, I'd rather work in the dark. Let's quickly crank out a forge, or a furnace rather. Wouldn't mind a fireplace and stuff like that as well, but that will come later on. I want to get my metallurgy going, then I want to get my masonry going. I need the iron ingots for it though. But once I've got that cracking along, I assume you need to be sheltered as well, so I'll just stick you like there, I guess. It's right, access to workstations doesn't matter as long as you work for me. Here you go, there's some fuel, there's some iron, give me that which I desire. Those aren't quite the lyrics, but the intention is still there. I'm actually going to follow through what I said and replace those floorboards there with just regular, because I didn't realize how cramped it was going to be up there. This should be fine for me to get up instead. Also make sure I'm maximizing as much as my work area as I can. Or you're not going to let me do it. You can't let me snap a ladder onto the end there. All right, that's a little rude if I don't say so myself. I guess then you can just be a solitary trapdoor piece then, just so I have a way to get up. Yeah, that'll work actually. Go like that and then chuck a ladder. Oh, not underwater, please. Apparently running around on a floating pontoon of death, looking up at the sky, isn't a great idea if you intend on not getting yourself wet. I've burned through all my iron ore already, so I'll deactivate you, because I don't know about you, but the idea of having a searing hot furnace just hanging out in my wooden structure doesn't really instill much confidence in me, so I'll put some storage actually on this side. We'll go like one there. No. Yep, one there. And I've got another one as well, just so I can store all the garbs. Because my mine, well, my old home, but my mine is just over there. So I'm going to go pay that a visit, grab myself some iron nodes out of there, and come back and smelt it all up. We're just about there, just a little bit more work to go. No bears over here this time, which is good for me. Slink on in, there's an iron node right bloody there. That was the wrong bloody button. Just like drop you there. I wish it would stand up out here like it does at home, because it's so much more light when the flame isn't touching the ground, but we'll make do. Just grab all this iron ore. I'm not sure how many I needed. I'll just grab all the nodes that I can. God, I miss iron tools though. I had iron tools, but I was grinding it out before I reset the world, thinking there was another prospect to go to. I'm still mad about that. I could have like had such a better footing to start with. I would have wanted to build it out of wood anyway, but just having some extra tools to go along with it. Oh man, I know someone would have complained like, oh, clearly you're building this because you're later on in the game. Someone would have like told me about that, but I just miss it now. I miss it. What is that? Oh, sorry. Oh, don't get too close there, Josh. Please pick up your torch. It's fine. Look, I extinguished it. We're fine. All right, listen. I didn't mean, I was just getting some oxide because I was kind of, oh God. It was just a little bit dark over here, so I used my torch to light up the area. Okay, listen. It wasn't me. It was like this when I got here. Huh. That hasn't gone especially well now, has it? That might have been a mistake. Well, I kind of still need some oxide, so I guess I'll just let you burn. So, I don't know. Somewhere, somehow, ScoMo's been like, oh man, I need to take a Hawaiian holiday right about now. Oh boy, that I feel a little bit bad about that. I just couldn't see the rock I needed to mine. Well, apparently the entire world is made out of kindling, because that went up like a matchbox. It's only getting worse, but I need the oxide really badly. I'm risking it for the oxygen biscuit. I also feel like mining a rock that's made out of oxygen next to a flame source probably isn't a particularly fantastic idea, but, well, I mean, let this be a great example of how I don't have particularly fantastic ideas. Oh, man. Like, I love this going, but no, I'm burning something to death. There's a sheep or something getting cindered in there. I mean, I was going to do that to you anyway, but at least I would have skinned you first to put you out of your misery. God, you're not a lobster. I didn't want to, I mean, I can't even cook lobsters alive anymore. Oh, I feel a bit bad. You know, I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to leave. I'm going to wash my hands of this atrocity and take on off out into the green stuff. I have done a lot of damage. I'm already, oh, yep. Yeah, just go over, investigate, it's fine. There's some cooked mutton over there for you. I'm getting out of here. The fire's finally been put out and the native wildlife are going to investigate the tomfoolery and muppetry that's gone down over there. Speaking of going down, that tree's fallen over, which is kind of fun. That's kind of cool that that's a thing that, like, the trees naturally fall over without me doing anything to them. I quite like that. Let's just get up and back in, and now I have all the iron ore that I need for my furnace to do all the good things. Take all of that. There you go. Turn you back on again. Nice. So with that, I can now start looking at making myself like an anvil as well. I can make myself an anvil to make myself the iron tools. I can get that going. But I think I'll push for the anvil and the masonry bench, wherever that is. Probably in my my pocket crafting instead. Purely, oh, there it is there actually. Purely because now that I've seen what fire is like in a big grand scale, I would very much like my house not to burn down, please. If that could be at all avoided, that would be great. All right, here we go. Masonry bench. Craft one of those, please. It's going to take only 20 seconds. That's all good for me. What do you need? Oh, a lot more iron ingots actually to make myself the anvil, which is fine because you're cooking along nicely. Then once you're done, then I need more iron to make the tools, but that's okay. I now have you, so I'll just put you like next to the forge, I suppose. Why not? Just like ring the outside of my house with all the stations I'm gonna bloody need. You know, you can make me, oh, so you make like foundations, stone beams. I'm gonna need a lot of pebbles. I've never had much stones before, but we're about to have a lot of them. I need all of that. I need all of that before things go wrong. I need to make this place as fireproof as possible. If there's, by the way, if there's some way in this game that stone can somehow catch fire and burn down, I might be a little upset, because that's going to thwart all of my plans. Oh, I see the big ball sack of death traipsing through the forest again. Well, that's all right. I now have come prepared. Let's repair you. If I can make a bone... I could make a bone knife. Actually, okay, just hang on 2 ticks. Just like sit over there and flick your ears around a little bit. Wow, you're really on the mission, actually. Up and up. There you go. Squeeze on up there. Grab some bony boys, because I would like a bone knife, given that it's going to be an even better way to murder this guy than it was before. Let's just go like this. Bit of a long shot over the top. I saw you twiddling your ears back and forth. It's hard to gauge the distance with nothing but the bow. There we go. There we go. And over he comes. Well, time to put it to the test again. We put it to the test with wolves and it worked fine. But now we've got this big bastard coming over. Oh, look, I actually did pierce your ears. Well, you should have listened to me then. Come on, over you come. Come right up to the edge here. I'm ready. I'm willing. I'm waiting. I'm here. Stab. Nope. No, get back out. Come on, there you go. Back it up. Back that big bahonkus back out here. No, turn around. I can't reach you down there. There you go. I need you to actually come up to the top of the water. Oh, you can attack my pillars though. All right, I need to upgrade those pillars. Ah, interesting. Stay away from there. No, stop swatting me shit. They gotta have some extra like pillars to support it just in case. Incoming storm. All right, I'm in trouble. I need to kill you quickly and get some things made out of stone, both from bear attacks and lightning attacks. Here we go. I actually have exactly enough iron to make both an iron axe and an iron pickaxe as well. That's all the iron I had. The last scrap of metallic-y goodness has been used, but been used well. I can now replace you and replace you. I'll just like store those for a rainy day, though it's a little rainy right now, so it might be today. In you go like that. Got a bunch of extra gubbins on me. So I'm thinking about that bear attack, right? And how he was like singling out and like pouring around with the pillars to hold up my house. Yes, so like making them into stone would be a really good idea, and it is what we're going to go do right now. But also an equally good idea will probably be to use maybe those trapdoor floors to draw the bear into the middle away from where my supports are. Because as long as they're like, I feel like it was attacking just from proximity, but if I pull him away from there or even get rid of the middle supports entirely, maybe that'll work out better for me. If not, make it stone and just kind of nullify the threat entirely. But that might be a good option. In you guys go, that's fine. I now have my new pickaxe. I've got some stone out there that needs mining as well. I need a lot of it. It's only a minor storm, it's fine. Don't complain. Chuck on a sweater and get out there and get it done. I finally have enough iron to start cranking out some, some stone pieces. Kind of makes sense to need some iron to hold all together. That's fine. Makes sense in my head. But I feel like what's going to help me more when bears come to shove is probably one of these bad boys. The old iron spear. Now, I've actually spec'd into spears a little bit to try and get my life in order just a tad. Used all 24 of the iron that I had on me, but that should mean that when they come up to me, I can, like, reach down further. The spear should have further reach. Oh, can I get out the door, please? The spear should have further reach than the knife does, so I should be able to sit up here. Yeah, look, I'm already, like, dipping the tip. I'm dipping my chips in the fluids. Yeah, perfect. So when they come over here, I can splatter their brains. I was splattering the water just there. In fact, what was that? Oh, it's just some reeds spawning in. That's fine. Let's give it a test run. Oi, Berry Boy. Get over here. That was a pretty long shot. I don't even know how close or far away I am. Could probably do with the longbow. Not a bad idea. I'm just going to keep, like, shooting arrows as much as I can. Just try and make a connection. Just, there you go. There you go. I was trying to make a connection with that ass. Yeah, bring it to me. Bring swiggity swooty. Bring that booty to me. Yeah, here he comes. Here he comes. He's looking a little bit menacing, but that's all right. He's a level 69. Nice. Yeah, that's way better. I was having a little bit of issues before. Not so much this time, though. He is still trying to take a spot at a couple of my, Is he even touching the pylons? I don't think he is. What I do need him to do, though, is turn around so I can have access to his snoots. So I can boop that snoot with my long stick of death. Alright, so it is definitely proximity based. Okay, that's very interesting. I can't do quite as much damage as I would like to, given almost like stabbing into his hindquarters. But that's alright. Oh, there we go. No, come on, give me your ears. I just want to fondle them a little bit with aggression. Berry Boy is dead and he's sunk to the bottom, so I'll quickly just harvest you up and take all your meats for me to chow down on before too long. Thank you very much, and I can get rid of your skeleton as well. I didn't see him take any swipes at my pylons though, so I think it really is just proximity based. So if I get rid of the majority of the pylons that are holding up my base, but that kind of gives even more sense to the idea of putting in trapdoors down there. Any of you guys damaged? No, 400, 400, 400, 400. You're all fine. That took a bit of a scrape, but that's probably because of my spear that I was stabbing off a couple of twigs. That wasn't nearly enough damage that the bear did last time. So I think if I just get rid of these blocks down here, like get rid of you, and replace that with those trapdoor slots, like you. Can you go the right way, please? Can you like match up to the other side? Don't do this to me. Don't be annoying. Why is that? Why? Why won't you let me just spin it all the way around, baby? Right around when the bear goes down, baby. All the way down. No. Damn it. That, I mean, it doesn't ruin the plan. It just makes it way harder. Well, that kind of bodes the question, though. Do I even need all of the platform down here? I don't really think that I do. Because if I have that there, right, I get rid of you as well. I can kind of keep you there for the moment. If I just, like, sit over here, that would mean that anyone that does come for me is going to be far enough away from any of my pillars. It's not really going to cause me an issue. I can stand here. They can float around underneath me. I can stab through the holes on either side. That, I reckon, will work even better. The next bear or pup that comes around, I'll test it out. Oh, I mean, speaking of, there's one right there. Actually, hang on. Just hang on 2 seconds. I need some sunshine. It's a little bit too grim around here for me to feel comfortable at all. Jump into bed, jump out of the bed. It's now morning again. Oi, dickhead, get over here. There you go. Yep, come this way. I need to test this. I can pick you up now. I don't want to burn my house down, although it's still very dark. Maybe I do. Let's just bonk you there. All right, come on. Where are ya? Where are you? There you are. So you're not attacking anything? You're just going around in circles? That's fine. What if I like lure you out this way a bit more? Oh, perfect. Ha ha ha. You know what? I don't often say this, but I think in this case I may have absolutely nailed it. Oh, I think I've made a bitch of another game's AI. Yes, I bloody have. I wonder if I just make like my roof stone, if that would protect all the wooden undergarments from getting burned down. I'm not particularly confident about it though. I will quickly consume you. I'm not sure how many beams I'm going to need. And unfortunately with this as well, I can't just crank it out and not really care because it's used as a pretty precious resource. So I'll go, let's go 6 of you. Let's go only 3 of you, I think, because I am going to make like that bottom layer stone as well. Man, I was going to need so much more iron. Although stone, actually, surprisingly, is what I'm short on. Who would have thought you'd need stone to make stone walls? Now, this is the important thing, though. Can I just out and out replace... Oh, I didn't pick it up. Can I just replace the wooden structure with stone ones and then not have to worry about it? Or do I have to break shit down and then come back and rebuild them? If I have to do it that way, it's going to be a little bit annoying, but we'll just see how we go. Jump out here, grab the old stone pillars. Do you get replaced? No. No, you're not going to let me. No, that's... Okay. That's a little frustrating, but that's alright. I can just go Y and Y. Everything else upstairs is already supported anyway, so it's not too much of an issue. You go there. You go there. Lovely dovely. Now, if you can get swatted apart by a bear paw, it might be a little bit mad. Not that I have to worry about it because... Well, I already broke it. It's fine. We have an exploit running. No need to worry. There's another wolfie just here, which I will... Oh, I was going to say lure him in, but he's dodging me arrows. There we go. Got a good shot of him. Come over to the wolfie fishing holes. Jeez, I almost used myself as bait there. Come on. Over you come. It's just too easy. Got to level up as well. Level 20, actually. That's going to give me... That unlocks tier 3. We're getting ever closer to the shotgun. That's the dream. That's the want. Machining bench. Epoxy? Wow, there is a lot. I'm gonna need a lot more skill points. I have 13 available to spend on whatever. I just don't know where I'm supposed to be like upgrading, you know? Like what I'm supposed to be like focusing on to get. Need a carpentry bench to get like my interior stuff as well. But I'm leveling up nice and easily. This is the hack. This is the easy way to do it. You just sit here, you lure in all the monsters, and you stab them in the face. Get that sweet level up XP goodness from murdering everything on the planet. What could possibly go wrong? I don't know. It's going really well. It's actually worked out a treat. I'm stoked with it. All I need to do, though, is get some more of my stone beams, head down under the water, and replace all the uprights with all the good stuff. Make sure nothing's going down too quickly just yet. Although now that I know that they don't touch them, this is just kind of like an extra step, an extra security measure, just in case, but not really necessary, I don't think. In fact, now that I know that they don't damage the pylons if they aren't near them, if I had my time again, I definitely wouldn't have made myself all of the bloody stone pylons in the world. I would make myself like a roof for it instead. There you go, in like that. I mean, this can't hurt, I suppose. It's just, I could have spent these resources in a slightly better way. But you win some, you lose some, I suppose. Can I lock you onto there, please? There you go. Well, I need another 6. I have 9. I even built too many. Oh, I've really made a hash of this. I really got a porcupine on this one. There's another wolf over there, and just because I can, I'm gonna shoot an arrow. Oh, I got you in the paw. I feel a bit bad about that one, actually. I mean, I wanted to kill you, but I didn't want to put you through that much pain. Although I shot you in the foot now, making you swim through some pretty average quality water. That's clear, but it's probably pretty bad for you. Don't want that shit in your veins. Come on, all the way along, back over to here. A cheeky torch here would go a long way around the pylon, even bonked into it, but we're fine. And just like that, that is a nice clean death. That's a soldier's death. That's the one you want. I think we're just about there, you know. I think with those little trapdoors down below that work so bloody well, I think we're right, we're there. You know, we can murder anything that wants to murder us without really any risk at all for us nor our structure. So I think all that's really left for me is just to fix up the roof. I don't like the idea of living in a shoebox, so I'm going to get rid of all this. I'm going to go like that, and like that, and like that. Expose all of my good things to the fresh air of the mountainside. And just bang in, a couple of roofy boys. That one there. You, and you. Peaky roofs are always a good thing. There's nothing wrong. No one's ever upset by having peaky roofs. That's for damn sure. Stick you onto that side, that onto that side, and flip you around for this one. There and there. Perfect. Look how much, like, look how much more spacious. Look how much more spacious. That's the one. It feels in here when you're not bonking your head on all the rafters. Oh, that's great. That's so good. How does it look from outside though? That's what I want to know. Does it now look like a lovely cottage floating on stilts above the lake? Because that's what I always kind of wanted it to be. I mean, it looks like it. It looks fine to me. Look at that. The only thing that kind of annoys me about it is that, like, the trapdoors underneath aren't symmetrical, but there's no way you can do that anyway. You need them to swim away from where your pylons are. That's come up an absolute treat. That's bloody lovely. You know what? I like that more than the cave house. I do. I'm not upset that I had to start again, because that looks spiffin'. But I think I'm going to have to leave this one here. Once again, though, with that exploit, though, again, this is in beta as well, so there's every chance that the next beta weekend, they'll have patched that out and, like, they'll fix the oversights that I'm exploiting. That is a definite possibility. So if it goes away, it goes away. That's the kind of the way it's gonna have to go. But that's kind of the fun. That's part of the fun of it. Oh, this is good. But yeah, so you don't need the whole house above it. It's just those trapdoor pieces a little bit up above the water and away from the supporting pylons is the actual important part of it. All the rest of it is just me living in a house. I needed somewhere to live and work on it after all. So that works really bloody well. I'm sure you could, like, tinker with that more, have more trapdoor pieces and stuff to look through and murder whoever is floating around underneath you. Oh, it's so good. It's the best kind of exploit too. It's easy, it's simple, and it works a treat. Borderline foolproof. I mean, I'm a fool, and I did it, so let that be a vouch of confidence in it. But I'm gonna have to leave this episode here, and I think leave Icarus for another weekend. I am now level 20, so hopefully next weekend it won't get reset and we can push on a bit further into the tier 3 stuff and expand on this game even more and finally head down to the desert. But I'll have to come back and play some more Icarus in another episode because this episode is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to the patrons of the Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked it, make sure to like button down below and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter. If I don't talk to you there first, I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.